Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And today we're going to do our top 5 most expensive SNES games.
Expensive.
Yeah.
All right.
We recently did our top 5 NES, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I decided, well, let's just move on to Super Nintendo
Let's look into
and
the
see how it
Super
goes.
Nintendo and see, yeah.
Absolutely. So we haven't been tagged. I don't know if this is a tag that's going around or not, but we haven't been tagged, so we're just going to do it.
Just like the other video?
Just like the other one. We're going to base the prices off of game value now, but in this time, I'm going to base them off of the complete prices because I have all of these games complete. And it makes it more dramatic because the prices are higher. There is one exception which I'll mention, but I think it would still be up there regardless. So the first one I'm going to start with is, you're going to think I'm joking, and I am not. It is Super Mario World. Now, this game is worth very little loose, but it turns out it's worth very little loose because most Super Nintendos came with the game.
Yes.
It turns out that getting a boxed copy is a little bit unusual. Now, I didn't know that. I got my Super Nintendo in 2000 or 2001. I think it was 2000. And I just went on, and I got it. It was the mini. It didn't come with any games. So one of the first games I went on eBay and I grabbed was a complete copy of Super Mario World. And it turns out that, like I said, having it in box makes that value go up quite a bit. According to Game Value Now, a boxed copy of Super Mario World is worth $132.62. Whereas the loose cartridge is worth about 11.
Wow.
So apparently this box is worth 10x the cartridge. So that was a bit of a surprise. Actually, there's a number of surprises in here that kind of blew me away as I was going through this.
Wow.
Okay, number 4 is Axelay.
All right.
This is a shooter, shoot 'em up, that everybody recommends.
Favorite.
One of my favorites, a friend of mine who was a big Nintendo kid, recommended a trifecta of, he called it the trifecta of Super Nintendo shooters. One of them was UN Squadron, which did not make the list. One of them was Axelay. And the other one, I guess I gave it away a little bit. The other one, I will let you know because it appears later on this list.
Ooh, suspense.
Suspense. So, Axelay complete. Game Value Now has it at $152.83.
What's with these Super Nintendo games?
Super
Holy
Nintendo
cow.
games complete are a little bit pricey.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy.
So do you have UN Squadron?
I do have UN Squadron. I do have it complete. I have no idea how much it's worth. Yeah, in the early days of my SNES collecting, I was collecting them complete in box. And I think all of these are from that time before, in the early 2000s, before things went completely crazy with Super Nintendo. So glad to have a number of these. The third, number 3 is, of course, Chrono Trigger. This one I have complete, both maps and the manual.
I feel like it's kind of a love-hate with this game. Like some people love it, and then some people are like, "Why do you love it?"
Yeah, well, I don't think they hate the game. I think they hate that other people love it so much. I think it's pretty good. I enjoyed it when I played it. I've only played it once. Okay. I guess, but I only play RPGs once. I mean, I know there's like 12 endings or something.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I didn't get a good one, but I played through most of the game. I didn't short circuit anything or anything like that. I had fun with it. But I do have it with the manual and the maps. So, yeah, did I say it already? $289.49, that thing. And I know I didn't pay anywhere near.
We could put our kids through college with this stuff.
Yeah, we could, but they're going to pay their own way. All right, we're going backwards, right? So this is number 2, another surprise. I had no idea. I bought this game because I am a big fan of the R-Type series, and I bought it complete because that's what I do. It is R-Type 3. I don't know what to say about it.
Have you played it?
Well, I've played it. I haven't played through it. Yeah, I played the first couple levels. And I know that there was recently a re-release of Super R-Type and R-Type 3 on a cartridge. I'm forgetting who did it at the moment. I think you can get it from Castlemania. I'm going to regret saying that because I'm not sure. But I was very tempted to get that, but I kept thinking I've already got the game. Maybe I should get that and sell this. But that would bug me because then I have the original and I didn't pay a lot for it.
Yeah.
But according to Game Value Now, it is now worth, I wish this phone would stop knocking, $327.39. Box manual cartridge. I hope my definition and their definition of complete are the same. In any case, the game itself is worth. I'm not sure if this would be this high if I was just counting loose.
Yeah.
But I'm not counting loose. Okay, and like last time when we did the 5 most expensive NES, I am now, before we reveal number 1, I am now going to reveal the costliest Super Nintendo game I bought. And in that case, what I mean is the one that maybe isn't the most expensive, but it cost me the most in terms of losing out on value, paying the wrong price for it or whatever. And I've still told this story a number of times. And the costliest one, and it turns out probably the one I paid the most for, is Final Fantasy II, or 4 as I call it, for the Super Nintendo Complete. And it is the costliest for me because I bought it twice and only received 1 copy. In the early days of eBay, I went outside of the system apparently and paid a guy for a copy of this game, or a gal, I think it was a guy, and I never got it. And so I bought it again later. This is close to being one of the top 5 most expensive games I own, but certainly in terms of the price I paid for it, it is because I think I paid over, all told, over $200 for it.
Ouch.
Bummer. Anyway, so honorable or dishonorable mention, costliest game.
Did you get? Is this the one you got at PRGE?
No, this eBay.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Final Fantasy 6 or 3
Yes.
is the one I got at PRGE. That one barely didn't make the list either.
Okay.
I think if we had been doing loose cartridges, maybe R-Type or something, certainly Super Mario World would have been knocked off the list and something else would have taken its place, and I think it would have been Final Fantasy. It probably would have been 2 and then 3. Okay, so now the last game, the number 1. This is the other of the trifecta of the shoot 'em ups.
Okay.
And I got this for a great price. Now, I'll reveal the name. It is Space Mega Force. I don't have the manual for this.
Ouch.
According to price charting, Game Value Now, excuse me, this complete is worth $368.40. I don't have the manual though. I'm not sure what the manual costs. I believe that even if the manual were, $100, it would still put this in the top 3, just for having the box. The good news for me on this is, I got this on the night I got my Super Nintendo. I went to a used game store and they had this, and it didn't have the manual, and I almost didn't buy it. And I thought, well, you know what? It looks like a really fun shoot 'em up. I think it's the one that my buddy mentioned of the 3 that I should get. And so I'm like, I'll just grab it and get the manual later. Well, that never happened. I paid $10 for this back in 2000, January of 2000. And I love this game. It's a great game. It's in the Aleste series, or it's by the same guys who did the Aleste series. And so it's fantastic. And it turns out it is the most expensive Super Nintendo game I have in my collection.
Now, what about like if you were just going loose? Would it still be up there? Or?
It's still, even loose, Space Mega Force is the most valuable game I own. Like I mentioned, I think these 4 would still be in there, and instead of Super Mario World, it would be Final Fantasy II.
Okay.
Based on my notes here.
Okay.
I don't have the loose prices, but apparently the Super Mario World box knocks it into 5th place. So yeah, really glad to, since this time, really glad to have these games bought early. Since that time, I can't afford Super Nintendo cardboard anymore, so a lot of my games are loose. I put them in game cases, universal game cases. But for you guys, I'm showing the actual. Took these out of storage to show you the actual boxes because I'm counting them complete.
Went into the storage.
I did.
Wow.
You know I did.
I know you did.
Okay, and of course, if you have any 5 expensive Super Nintendo games that you'd like to share, by all means, make a video and let us know about it. We love to watch these things. We enjoy seeing what other people collect.
Yeah.
And or comment down below.
Yeah. All right. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe.